Seat tonight. I've got $1 million and I want to give it away tonight. What do you reckon, gang? Let's go, come on. 6 contestants ready to go. Come on, let's see if we can give some big money away. Let's meet our contestants tonight, and in seat number 1 we have Bianca Piper, who ran a 100-metre race at the top of a Swiss mountain in her undies and won. Yes. Tracey quit her job and sold everything to travel the Pan-American Highway. Edwin, Daly's worst football injury was when an old lady decked him with an umbrella one day. Zac Aldridge won the first bodybuilding competition he ever competed in. Good on ya. And Przewlocki was insulted on Australia's Got Talent. They just hated his act. And Cal loves golf and her travels. She's played on courses with bears and alligators right around the world. There you go. You ready, Bianca? Come on, let's go. Hello, Bianca. Welcome to the show.
Thank you.
Bianca Piper's from Bondi in New South Wales in Sydney. 25 years of age, the check-in and dispatch staff officer with
Jetstar.
How's it going?
It's great, I love it.
So when we bring up our bags...
Yeah, that's me.
That's you. Whereabouts?
You.
At Sydney Airport?
In Sydney, yeah.
Wonderful, Bianca. How long have you been there for?
Nearly a year.
Good on you. Michaela's your sister. Hi, Michaela.
Hi, Eddie. How are
What do you do, Michaela?
I work for a media company in marketing.
Okay, which one? Give them a plug.
APN Outdoor.
Okay, good. Put some signs up for Hot Seat. Get some bit of contra
thinking
for
about
us. There we go. Good on you, Michaela. Bianca, what are you going to do with all the money?
I'm going to charter a private jet, take my sisters and see Adele in England.
Yeah, there you go. Fair enough. See, a girl with a plan. What about this 100-metre race up the mountain in Switzerland? What happened?
Yes, I was on a gap year and we decided it would be fun if we all stripped off and had a race.
Yeah.
And I won. So I got a beer out of it.
You got a beer out of it?
And some cold toes.
And some cold toes. Bianca, $1 million is up for grabs. You ready to play Hot Seat?
Sure am.
All right, come on, let's go right now. Good luck, Bianca. $100 question. Classic children's party game based on a chase around the circle. It's duck, duck, duck. A, T, big goose. C, dodo, D, crow.
It's a good start. I'm doing the answer. I'm going to lock in B.
Lock in B, duck, duck, goose. Correct for $100. Four weddings and a funeral, Paul Bearer. He who laughs last didn't get the joke. We'll take a break, come back and play for $1 million right after this. 12 questions to go for $1 million. Let's get into it now. Tracey Miller from the Northern Territory, Alice Springs, in fact, for $500. Good luck, Trace.
Thank you.
The label on a jar of Vegemite says it contains what vitamins for vitality. A, the road. Also known as the Hope Chest, used in New Zealand as well. Tracey for 1,500. Lockjaw is another name for which disease? A. Tetanus. B. Diphtheria. C. Leprosy. D. Measles.
I think, please, could we lock in A, tetanus?
Tetanus is locked in. It's correct for 1,500. Caused by a bacterium. Symptoms sometimes include spasms of the muscles of the neck and the jaw. $2,500. Who wrote the 1969 hit song The Real Thing? A. Molly Meldrum. B. Ross Wilson. C. Johnny Young. D. Angus Young.
Second.
The Real Thing.
But I'm not really sure who wrote it, so I am going to pass.
Pass? See you later, Tracey. Bye. Edwin Daly from Mount Barker in South Australia. These days retired, but does a bit of work in the church. Yeah. Which church are you with?
Mount Barker Baptist.
67 years of age. Kathy's your wife. Hi, Kathy. Welcome to the show. You ready to go?
No, let's do it anyway.
Oh, right, fair enough. Then. Just at your leisure, okay? Who wrote the 1969 hit song The Real Thing? Do you know the song?
I do know the song. Do you want
Right,
me to sing it for
Molly
you?
Meldrum, you can if you like. Molly Meldrum, Ross Wilson, Johnny Young, or Angus Young. The
I
Real
know
Thing. Who wrote it?
who wrote it was Johnny Young. So lock in C, please.
Lock in C, Johnny Young. Who produced it?
Molly Meldrum.
And who sang it?
Russell Morris.
Russell Morris. You got the trifecta there, correct, for $2,500. We're going to take a break. There's $1 million to be won tonight. I reckon we're going to give away big money right after this. Welcome back to the Hot Seat. Edwin Daly ready to go with $4,000 worth of question. Good luck, Ed.
Thank you.
Here it comes. When the Australian city of Darwin was founded in 1869, it was given what name? A. Kakadu. B. Catherine. C. Palmerston. D. Arafura.
Well, I was up there in 2011. I'm fairly sure it was Palmerston that was originally called. So I'll lock in C.
Lock in C. Palmerston. Correct for $4,000. Yeah, these days Palmerston's the name of the small city about 20 kilometres from Darwin. Port of Darwin was established in 1911. City named after Charles Darwin, of course, the great naturalist. $6,000. Which author created the character Pippi Longstocking? A. C.S. Lewis. B. Astrid Lindgren. C. A.A. Milne. D. Anna Sewell.
Anna Sewell was Black Beauty, A.A. Milne was Winnie the Pooh, C.S. Lewis was the Fine Witch of Wardrobe. So I'll go with B. Astrid Lindgren.
Lock in B. Astrid
Lock in B.
Lindgren. It's correct for $6,000. Six questions to go for $1 million. You ready, Ed?
I am.
This is for $10,000. Which of these former Australian politicians served the longest term as Prime Minister? A. Gough Whitlam. B. Malcolm Fraser. C. Bob Hawke. D. John Howard.
I'm going to have a go at it. I believe it was D. John Howard. So
Lock in D. John Howard. John Howard was the second longest serving Prime Minister. Behind Sir Robert Menzies. So of that bunch, he was the longest serving, correct? John Howard, yeah, from March 1996 to December 2007, a total of just over 11 years and 8 months. He was the second longest serving Prime Minister, as I said, behind Robert Menzies. Whitlam was there for 2 years and 11 months. Malcolm Fraser for 7 years and 4 months, and Bob Hawke was the longest serving ALP Prime Minister for 8 years and 9 months. Great stuff. We're 5 questions away from $1 million, which means, Tracey, for all your hard work, you might have missed out after all that, but you've done a power of lifting for us.
Thank you.
Everybody is in the big money here today. Fantastic. Tell me about, Ed, you served in Vietnam?
Yes, I did.
How long were you there
months.
for?
12 months,
12 months,
same
yeah.
as most national servicemen.
Yeah, whereabouts were you?
6 months at Vung Tau and 6 months at Nui Dat.
Good on you, mate. You've been married to 2 Catherines. You've got
I
the beautiful
have.
Kathy up the back here now.
Yeah.
Your first wife passed away with cancer.
Yeah, that's
Been
correct.
lucky to have 2 beautiful Catherines in your life.
Oh, blessed by God, absolutely.
Yeah.
Definitely, yeah.
Hey, Kathy, he's going pretty well here.
He is, very well.
All right, well, given the fact that he's gone past any opportunity of passing, what do you want to do with $1 million?
Oh, it'd be nice.
Yeah? Well, come on, you must
I'm
have
sure
thought of
we'd
something.
travel and, yeah, do a lot of things.
Good on you. Edwin, what would you do, mate?
Well, I'd give the first 10% to God's work, and then I'd ask Kathy what to do with the rest.
Fair enough. That's the way. Serve the 2 masters that you must serve.
Happy life, happy wife.
That's
no,
it.
it's the other way, isn't it? Yeah.
Edwin, you ready to go? This is for $20,000.
Thank you very much.
Which of these celebrities was born Thomas Mapother? A. Tom Cruise, B. Tom Jones, C. Tom Hanks, D. Tom Petty.
Really not very sure. But as you said, if I pass, I probably won't get back. I'm going to take a stab at Tom Cruise.
Lock in Tom Cruise. Tom Cruise was born Thomas Mapother for $20,000. Well played, Edwin. His full name is actually Thomas Cruise Mapother IV. And, of course, nominated for Best Actor at the Academy Awards 3 times for Jerry Maguire. Born on the 4th of July, and Magnolia. Edwin, you're playing beautifully. Tracey and Bianca, I think you both might be cooked now, but thanks very much. You got the ringside seat, hopefully to watching $1 million go off. In the meantime,
That would be nice.
Isles could be here for $50,000. Adam, you're up for $100,000. Zach, you can win $250,000. And Ed, it's $1 million, 1,000 or bust for you when we return in the hot seat right after this. Welcome back. 4 questions to go for $1 million. Yes, do not adjust your set. 4 questions left for $1 million. 6 contestants in play. Edwin, you're a real chance here. You've been answering beautifully. Set up by Tracey and Bianca with the first couple of questions there. You've had 5 in a row now. Let's keep going.
I hope
This
so.
for $50,000. Which of these sports is most similar to korfball? A. Hockey, B. Basketball, C. Baseball, D. Cricket.
I happen to know this one. It's B, basketball is the most similar because, of course, korfball has a basket that you throw the ball through.
Lock it in then.
Yeah, lock in B, thank you.
It's locked in. It's correct for $50,000. Yeah, korf is actually Dutch for basket. It's played between 2 teams of 4 men and 4 women. Australia hosted the 1999 World Championship. It was invented in 1901 by an Amsterdam teacher. Isles, we'll get you back another time. Will you come back and play
Sure,
with us?
absolutely.
Good on you. Thanks very
Thank you.
much. This for $100,000. Which astronaut served as a US Senator for over 2 decades? A. Alan Shepard, B. Neil Armstrong, C. Buzz Aldrin, D. John Glenn.
I should be saying something instead of just holding everything up, sorry.
You've got 35 seconds. Take your time.
Senator John Glenn sounds right in my head. So I'd like to lock in D, please.
Lock in D. Senator John Glenn. He of the right stuff. For 2 decades served as a US Senator, correct, for 100,000. Yes, everyone's got their hands, their head in their hands. In 1962, John Glenn was the first US astronaut to orbit the Earth. He served as US Senator for Ohio from 1974 to 1999. Oh. And in 98, remember, he became the oldest space traveller aboard the Space Shuttle Discovery. Had a second go at it as a senator. Adam, lovely to see you, sir.
Likewise, mate.
Yeah, we'll see you another time, OK?
Definitely.
All right. Well, the good news is that usually people who come back the second time have a bit of luck. Zac, you might step forward and get $1,000 just for doing so.
Just take the pickings.
And then a question will be there for $250,000. In the meantime, Edwin, you're the man in the hot seat. You
Absolutely.
get this one right, I'll give you $1,000. Then I'll ask you a question for $1 million.
Oh, no challenge at all. Yes, I'd like to have that chance. Thank you very much.
Yeah. How you feeling, Kathy?
Yeah, I'm a bit nervous.
Yeah. Edwin, tell me about, you've retired. What were you doing before you retired?
I did a bit of sales and a bit of clerical work mostly. My last job was with the Child Support Agency, which is probably one of the most stressful places to work.
Yeah.
It's worse than working at the tax office.
Yeah, I can imagine. Now, tell me about your work you do at the church.
When people go through difficult times, the pastoral care director and the pastoral care team, which we have a very good one, we support them, doing meals, giving counselling, providing transport to get people from one place to another.
Just helping out?
Just basically helping out and walking with them when they're having a difficult journey.
Good on you, Edwin. Good luck to you and all the volunteers out there in our society.
Yeah, absolutely.
The place would come to an abrupt halt, I think, if all the volunteers decided they wanted to get paid or gave it away. So, well done to you and your ilk. Edwin Daly, this is a question to qualify for the $1 million question on the hot seat. This for $1,000 cash. Which of these English royals was not put to death at the Tower of London? A. Mary, Queen of Scots. B. Anne Boleyn. C. Lady Jane Grey. D. Catherine Howard. You've been to the Tower of London?
I have been to the Tower of London. I was there for the Poppy Day when that was released, and absolutely spectacular.
Who was not put to death at the Tower of London? Mary, Queen of Scots, Anne Boleyn, Lady Jane Grey, Catherine Howard.
I'm tossing up between Mary, Queen of Scots and Catherine Howard. I think Mary, Queen of Scots was killed elsewhere so that she didn't have the honour of being killed in the Tower of London. So I'm going to lock in A.
Lock in A. You're tossing up between A and D. Anne Boleyn was put to death at the Tower of London. Lady Jane Grey was put to death at the Tower of London. Catherine Howard was put to death at the Tower of London. Mary, Queen of Scots is correct. Mary, Queen of Scots, was executed at Fotheringhay Castle, about 120 kilometres north of London. OK, the next question is for $1 million. Now, Edwin.
Do I look worried?
No.
I should.
Not half as worried as the accountant here at Channel 9, I can promise you. Edwin, no one has won the $1 million on this show. It's time for somebody to win it.
Question I will.
You're the 7th person to have a crack at this. Plenty of people got the $250,000, but we haven't had anyone win the $1 million. Do we want him to win the $1 million? Well, let's go to our news break. When we return, we want to make some news of our own. Edwin Daly playing for $1 million. Welcome back. Edwin Daly is in the hot seat, playing for $1 million cash. The man from Mount Barker in South Australia, 67 years of age, these days retired.
About 85 now.
Well, you can live as long as you like if you get this $1 million, Edwin, that's for sure. Works for his church, wants to donate 10% of the winnings tonight to the church. Nursed his wife, his first wife, through cancer. Has 4 kids, Kim, who's deceased, Wayne, Adrian and Carmel. He's been married to 12 years to the beautiful Kathy up the back there. Good on you, Kathy. The 2 Kathys in his life. Vietnam veteran, also worked part-time or as an assistant at the football club at Central Districts, working as a trainer. So volunteer, you love to volunteer by the sounds of things.
Yeah. What's wrong with me?
Nothing. What do you get out of that?
I get the satisfaction of making somebody else's life a bit better. My life, although when you know, my wife died and my son died and we've been through a variety of things.
Yeah.
My life all the way through has been blessed. I wish that every marriage could be as happy as the 2 I've had.
Yeah.
And then there would be a much, much better world. And, yeah, making other people's lives better would be really nice. It'd be nice to make mine a little easier right now.
Oh, yeah, very much so. Hey, Kathy, tell me about this bloke. What's he like?
He's a very special man.
Yeah? What makes him so special?
He's generous and gentle and caring and compassionate and loving.
That's not a bad rap for a bloke.
She remembered the script.
That's it. Edwin, well, here's how the script goes. I'll give you a question, 4 answers. 1's right, 3's wrong. You give me the right one again, I'll give you $1 million.
Thank you.
With that in mind...
Sorry, I'm just a little shell-shocked.
Edwin Daly, this question is for $1 million. Commonly known by his nickname, what was the full name of Banjo Patterson? A. Albert Burke. B. Andrew Barton. C. Adam Beaufort. D. Adrian Banks.
I think it was Andrew Barton, Banjo Patterson. So I'll lock in there.
Lock it in. You didn't even take your 33 seconds left to have a look.
No, I didn't. Sorry.
We know him as A.B. Banjo Patterson.
I think there's a park on Spring Street near the Parliament House.
Which we're in Melbourne.
In Melbourne.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's, I think, is for Banjo Patterson, and I think it's Andrew Barton. I thought that's what it was, so that's what I went with.
Andrew Barton Patterson, you reckon?
God, I hope so.
The great Banjo Patterson, the man from Snowy River.
You're messing with my head now. Trouble is, you're enjoying it too.
Commonly known by his nickname. What was the full name of Banjo Patterson? It wasn't Adrian Banks Patterson, nor was it Adam Beaufort Patterson. Edwin, the great Australian poet and writer, was Andrew Barton Patterson. Something for you.
Thanks. Hang on, I'll just bring the voice down if you want it.
Edwin,
Yes, I'm rather surprised.
Congratulations, you've won $1 million!
Am I going to wake up in a minute?
Edwin, you're going to wake up tomorrow and you've won $1 million cash on behalf of everyone at the Millionaire Hot Seat in Channel 9. Congratulations to you and beautiful Kathy. Now you've gone through all that. Can you tell me, how do you feel?
Exhilarated. Think I'm going to wake up in a minute. And I'm really glad that my dream about getting here and looking and going, you know, Eddie, the right answer's not there, was only a dream.
Yeah.
I'm incredibly happy.
Tell me, what does it mean? You've retired, you're 67 years of age, you've worked hard, you've brought your kids up, your wife is with you here and her family. Kathy, for you, you're holding on to me, you're squeezing him. This moment in your life, what does it mean to you for $1 million to come into your life?
At the moment, it's unbelievable, Eddie. It'll take a while to sink in, I think.
Yeah.
And to see where we go and what we do with it.
Well,
It is true, isn't it? It's really happening.
it is true. There's a bottle of champagne to prove it. You've got the flowers. We'll let go all the fireworks and the confetti and the whole business. Edwin, on the old Millionaire, only twice did we give away the $1 million. On this show, as we said, you're the 7th person to have a look at the $1 million question, and you are the first person in the history of Millionaire Hot Seat to win $1 million. Edwin Daly from South Australia, from Mount Barker in South Australia, has just won $1 million in the hot seat.